Hi, I'm Josh Cumpston. We're here with another Cumpston's Corner. I'm here with Coach Jody Meyer and a couple members of her speech team. It is March 17th. They go to districts tomorrow and then have state coming up. But I wanted to take a chance. They've had a fantastic year and just have a chance to kind of hear about it and let you guys know some of the things that they're doing. Coach Meyer, could you maybe tell us a little bit about how your season has gone?
We've had a really incredible season, and I'm very proud of all of our students on the team. We have a fairly young team this year, but led by some great senior leadership. We have, fun fact, have had a champion at each of our tournaments that we've been to, at least one champion. So we're really proud of that. This group in particular has been really fun to coach. They take criticism really well, which is an amazing life skill. One of our pillars this year have been just this idea of BFC. We need to be real, we need to be clear, we need to be meaningful, and we need to be disciplined. And we've tried to put those into each of our practices and into each of our speeches. And I think this group has really exemplified that and done a nice job of putting that into practice every single day.
So you have a couple members of your team. Could you maybe introduce them to us? And then I'm going to ask them a couple questions.
Yeah, our two senior speakers here today are Annika Frook and Lauren Godown.
So we're going to start with an easy one, I think. So can you tell us maybe either what is your favorite food or your favorite movie, or you could get crazy and say both?
All right. I'd say my favorite movie, or yeah, my favorite movie, probably Step Brothers, and my favorite food would probably be chicken Alfredo.
Right. I don't really have a favorite movie, so I'm an easy audience. So my favorite food would probably be enchiladas.
So can you tell everybody maybe what your events are? And then I'm also curious as to maybe what are some of your individual highlights for the year and maybe some of the team highlights for the year.
Yeah. I do humorous, persuasive, and duet. I'd say one of my own personal highlights is just honestly, I love doing my persuasive and my humorous, but doing duet is just really fun because we just have fun with it.
I am in OID and poetry, and I think my personal best would probably be conference runner up in poetry, but honestly, just having watching my program get better throughout the year is always super like personally.
Pretty rewarding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So people who have never been a part of speech maybe don't know kind of the rhythm to the season. Can you maybe kind of walk them through like what happens as you're trying to pick out what you're going to do for the year, and then how that progresses through till right now you're ready to go to district. So how does that all change throughout the season? That could be any of you.
Yeah. Do you want?
Go for it.
Um, well, obviously at the beginning of the year you pick out your script or you write what you're gonna do. And then you're gonna start on doing like a lot of big things. Like if you have a script, you're gonna look at what your characters are gonna look like, or if you have something that you're writing, you're gonna start with memorizing and everything. And then further on, you're just gonna work on all the like nitty gritty stuff, all the small stuff. So
Yep. I guess we do have a summer camp as well. So a lot of our brainstorming things can start even in the summer. People come in, and that's even when we kind of brainstorm what our theme is going to be for the year as well as a team. Um, but yeah, as Lauren said, you just kind of pick out something that resonates with you, and you chop it up, make sure that it fits all the criteria first of your event because you don't want to be disqualified. And then yeah, then it's just really focusing on making things clear and polished, and it's really rewarding throughout the season because you get more ideas as you go, and those competitions are super important because you get all that feedback from judges and whatnot. So yep.
And so for you guys, what has speech done for you? How does that help to develop you as a person, as a student? What are some of the skills you've learned?
I definitely say communication is a big one that I've learned. Being able to talk in front of an audience is getting way better and easier. Along with like talking to people socially, I've met a lot of friends there.
Yes, friendship's a big one. I work in a lot of customer service jobs, and that's definitely helped. Like getting to know your audience almost is not just something when you're performing, it's also in like real life, like knowing how to read a crowd and bringing that energy. It's definitely worked, helped a lot with communication skills for sure. And um, I've also watched a lot of kids open up and help with like self expression a lot too. Like, there's a lot of kids that are like, oh, I don't want to do speech because I get scared or I don't want to be like judged or whatnot. And it's really cool to watch them like really thrive in something that they love. So,
And so,
I'm going to interrupt you and
yeah,
add on to that
please.
and
That's
brag on
great.
these kids a little bit, because our speech kids also are not only in speech, they're involved in athletics and clubs, and they have jobs. And a big thing that you learn as part of the speech team is it is what you put into it. So our kids have to time manage, and they have to set goals for themselves, and they do that every day all throughout the season, and they do it really well. And I'm very proud of them when they come out of high school with those skills, because I know they're going to be successful in everything they do.
And that's great. And I'm thank you for adding that. So it really sounds like you would say that anybody in high school, they should take a look at speech, but maybe some of our middle school students, you know, you a lot of good reasons, but how would you encourage them, I guess, to do speech? I mean, what are some of the other perks of being on the speech team?
mm, well, we have a great support system. All the parents kind of become one big family. We get fed. That's a new thing this year. We get fed very well.
Very well.
Um, do you still do the middle school speech camps?
Not since we do middle school or musical.
Oh, shoot.
yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
that
We
would have
had
been
a long
yeah.
tradition of that as well. Yeah.
Yes, but it's a great way of making friends, honestly, because it's a kind of a different crowd of people that come in, but it would be great to expand people, draw in more, like Mrs. Meyer was saying, like a lot of us are in sports and whatnot, so it'd be great to kind of mix up that.
That well-rounded
Right.
student, I
Yeah.
think, is really important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that also if you're coming in like new from like middle school and you'll be like a freshman, you'll be starting in like novice division, so you get a
Mhm.
chance to start in the flow and get to
Mhm.
understand speech.
Good development.
No, thank you guys. So if people want to come out and maybe get a chance to hear some of our speakers or to see maybe an OID or poetry or one of the other events, how could they do that?
Can we take it? This Friday night, March 21st, we will be at the high school for an event called Evening with the Arts. So all of our district competition pieces will be on display, plus a few others. We also have district music participating that night, and art available as well. Some delicious treats. So come on out at 6:30 on Friday, and you can catch these guys in action.
Yeah, we'd love to have you at that event, and we just wish you guys all the luck here at the end of your season. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.